All right, this video is for anybody who is having a little bit of problem logging into our online textbook or just with how to navigate some of the Google Classroom features and things like that. So just follow along as I am. So the first step to getting to everything that we need in our class is to go to what's called the single sign-on server. So it's a fancy way of saying it's one website that connects you to all the other websites we need in this class. So the first thing that you'd want to do is open up Google Chrome, which is just down here in this circle. We'll go over that quite a bit, but you go login at the top, .rentonschools.us. It might take a second, but it's going to bring up a screen that has the most commonly used apps that we'll use this school year. So you can see that we have Gmail, Google Classroom, Google Drive, Canvas. Most of these we will use, some of them we will not. So for my class, the first place that you would want to go is Google Classroom because everything is linked through that. So you click on Google Classroom, and it's going to direct you to all of your classes. So for me, I have all of the classes that I'm a teacher in, but for you, you got just the ones that you're a student in. So I'm going to just start with a random period 1, because 1 comes before 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And what you're going to do is you'll see I'm going to move that to the top real quick. You'll see a page or a part of our stream that says how to log into your online textbook. Now, that's the best place to start. This will give you some instructions, but if that's not enough, this video will help as well. So you should click on the video of the students that looks like they're learning, where it says homepage TCI, and I'm going to always try and keep that at the top. And when we click on it, it'll give you this screen right here, and you're always going to click on the student sign in at the top. Now, if for some reason you feel like I'm going too fast and you're not there yet, you can move back, scroll. That's the beauty of the video, is you can move at your own pace. So you go to student sign in, and if you have not made an account, you'd want to go to create account. Okay. So the green part would be this right here. You need to enter my email. You can just copy it from the screen if you need to. It would be your last name. So my last name is Klaffelter. First initial, J. Username should be the first letter of your first name and your last name. Password should be history1. History1. And you just have to repeat it. I'm not going to make an account because I've already done that. So on most days, you would log in here. And once you've used my email once, at that point, you can just use my username, which is much easier, which is just J. Klotfelter. And then your username, let's say your name is Joe Smith, J. Smith. And then you'd have your password. For most of us, it's Social Studies 1. Some of us who made it later, I think I changed it, it could be History. If for some reason we forgot our password, right, we could click Forgot Password. Please ask your teacher to reset it, which I can do for you, okay? Pretty easy. So if you have any questions on that, don't hesitate to ask. But once you log into the textbook, the biggest thing that you will need to know is where the table of contents page is. So for me, I'm logged in as a teacher, but I'll change this to student. But anytime you log in, you're going to see what our book is. So like this would be the first page in our book, but I might want to go to the table of contents so that I can get to the right part of class. So this will drive everything that you do. So for example, today in my class, we're working on early hominins. If we were working on hunter-gatherers or the rise of Sumerian states, I'd click on that, just like I would turn to a page in a chapter in a book. Okay. When we click on it, I'll just click on the first one. Best way to get from section to section is right here down at the drop-down menu, right? Next section, or I can scroll down and go next section, just like turning pages in a book. If I wanted to go back, I could click previous section. Again, it's pretty easy, but this is meant to help you. At this point, if I haven't answered your questions in the video, just raise your hand, ask your teacher, make sure it makes sense, because you're going to be using a lot of this. All right, I'll talk to you soon.